this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
During Memorial Day at Lowe's, shop household must-haves for less. Save $80 on a Charbroil Performance Series 4-burner grill to chef up something special. Plus, get up to 45% off select major appliances to keep things fresh. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/27. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowes.com for details.
Visit your nearby Lowe's on East 17th Avenue in Hutchinson.
Amazon Health AI presents Painful Thoughts.
Why did I search the internet for answers to my cold sore problem? Now I'm stuck down a rabbit hole filled with images of alarmingly graphic sores in various stages of ooze. I can clear my search history, but I can never unsee that.
Don't go down the rabbit hole. Amazon Health AI gets you the right care, fast. Healthcare just got less painful.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year. You can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
What's up, y'all? Summer's got a different tempo. Everything's a little looser, brighter. One plan turns into another. You hear something, you stay a little longer. Next thing you know, you're somewhere you didn't plan to be. It's those in-between moments. That's where the ideas hit. Conversations stretch out, little memories sneak up on you. And sometimes it's just about what's in your hand. That color, that chill. The new Tropical Butterfly Refresher from Starbucks. Guava and passion fruit flavors with mango pineapple flavored pearls. Yeah, that feels like summer before you even taste it. Funny how one small stop becomes the best part of the day. Start your summer rhythm with Starbucks. Try the new Tropical Butterfly Refresher from Starbucks.
Hit that intro, go! Laugh with me when the rent's past due and the car won't start. Laugh with me when the only sponsor is my broken heart. We're hanging on this janky stream. Two weird voices in the glow of a screen. If the world won't sing, then let it laugh with me.
Welcome back. It's a brand new episode. This is Laugh With Me, a podcast with Jeremy Odem, and I'm your host.
Jeremy stares at the stats and shaking over takeout boxes. Johnny's already mapping hotels on a napkin with greasy crosses. They quit jobs they kinda hate it. Tell their bosses, catch the show. Boss just shrugs, hope it's funny. Johnny grins, you'll never know.
Hey, it's J.O. And we are here with the two-time former fantasy football champion. Was I right? Two-time. He is the former fifth speaker at Central. He is a giant in the transportation industry and, most importantly and most relevant, the 2025 Laugh With Me podcast Guest of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, your guest for these Friday happy hour, it's Mr. Eric Larson.
Thank you. I really thought you were going to flub it there.
You can't screw that up. That's for the intro.
I mean, I think, I've got Johnny checking on episode counts, but I mean, you have to have done that intro probably more times than any intro for anybody else.
Oh, actually, 100% correct. You have received the most interest. It's a funny story because I was just talking to Levetti Vegas yesterday, and we were, I was like, dude, we got to get you on. And he goes, yeah, I know. I've only been on once. And I'm like, no, you've been on many times. And he goes, no, this year. He's like, I usually am on, 4 or 5 times a year. And I've only been on once, and it's, the end of May. And I'm like, well, damn, dude, my bad.
That's got to be wild just to be able to look back at that and just be like, wow, been on the air for... Is it on the air for podcasts?
Yeah, it's on. Well,
I've been on the. You've been on the devices for 2.5 years.
Yeah, we've been streaming. Yeah, is that how we say it? What? How do people that are on podcasts say that? I've been on the air because the show isn't on the radio, but we are open to doing that, radio people. But this is.
I feel like if you say on the air, that sounds kind of boomerish. You might people might think you're a boomer.
Well, I don't want to get mixed up with that crowd.
yeah. Listenership plummets after this episode. I didn't realize Jimmy was that old.
I'm actually, I think, I don't know if you feel this way. We're the same age, but I don't know if you feel this way. I'm in the mix of there's people who are like, oh, you're still young. And then there's a stronger force of people coming in now that are like, you're old. And you show it sometimes. Where I'll completely miss. It's not even that I don't know how to do something. It's just maybe I got to think about it for a sec. That has to do with technology. And it's when I was 20, I'm teaching people how to do it, and now I'm a little slower.
Well, you've got the benefit of the doubt because I started going gray at 28.
True.
So people have assumed that I'm 20 years older than I am for the last decade plus. So thankfully the gray does not show as much in the red hair.
Yeah.
And you've been able to avoid that.
I do get it depends on the light, but I'll on the side, run by my ears, I'll think I see some white. And I'm like, is this a thing? Is my hair going white? And everybody's just like, no, absolutely not. And I'm like, I don't know. It sure looks like it.
That's why I say the mirror in the men's room is the most unflattering mirror because it's that same way. It's so bright and so on there that it's just oh God, is that what I look like?
Yeah. Yeah. A good men's room light. Imagine if we had, can you imagine? Good thing there's standards with that. You got to have it be bright. You got to be able to see around. Because can you imagine if it was dim or even a dark light, in the bathroom? That could be nasty.
A dark light. I'm thinking a black light.
That's what I was thinking. The black light. Ooh. Yeah. Can you imagine if that was the situation to keep the vibe in quotes there, in a club? That would be awful. I don't know. Maybe that's where we're heading. I hope not, but maybe.
I don't know why this. I thought of this, but I was in Kansas City once for a football trip. We stopped at this establishment where there might have been some ladies dancing, and it had the black light going on, and my jeans they had lines in them, and so one of the helpful ladies she saw it and she was just like, yeah, you're using too much detergent when you're doing your laundry.
Oh, no way.
And so that's what's causing those lines. And so I tried to ask her more to get more tips.
Right.
And she was like $20. And
$20 for laundry tips?
Well, yeah, I guess she doesn't work for free. She's there for the tips. So
yeah, that's a good point. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's the kind of entertainment, the kind of value you were getting for your money.
Yeah.
In that establishment. It just goes to show it's not all about the boobs, It's not all about that ass. There's other things. Yeah, that's awesome. That's actually pretty funny. I was probably sitting next to you.
Well, I didn't say that. I was leaving you some plausible deniability.
I appreciate you. Well, speaking of trips, this is the Friday happy hour. We're just recapping for the week. And you are known in this universe as a guy who likes to go out and you're on trips, you're on vacation. You are famously, last year, you were on vacation for well over a month. And you called into the pod and we documented that. So definitely go back and listen to that because that was some good stuff. But you were just out out of town. You were in Washington, D.C., checking out the sights and sounds. I mean, anything fun, anything notable there?
Well,
from your trip?
I will start with this note because it fits in with what we were just talking about. You want to feel really old?
Well, I don't know if I want to, but I think I'm about to.
How long have the Washington Nationals been playing baseball in D.C.?
Don't tell me the answer because I'm going to guess it. Because it happened after high school. So it would have been 2009? No? Oh.
Earlier.
Oh, earlier. Okay. 2005?
Yep, there you go.
Okay. All right. That's good credit to me, honestly. Let's thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah, that's pretty good.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy to be. They gave me a free koozie with one of my beer purchases there, and it was just like celebrating 20 years,
Holy
and it was
cow.
just like, what? So I think there's two classes of people now. There are people that remember the Expos, and there are people that are just like,
They just don't.
Yeah.
They think the Expos is just a funny Twitter account because they are really funny.
yeah, or it's a team from like the 70s.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The throwback, jerseys.
You've been to DC to see the Nationals before, yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. So 20 plus years now in that establishment, you've been to many stadiums across the country, or even the world. So what are your thoughts?
So they've done some work on it because it's probably been a decade plus since I was there last. So they've got kind of a bar district around there. Very, very cool. But yeah, I feel like they have done a facelift on the stadium a bit. I mean, the baseball was awful.
Yeah.
It was the Nationals versus the Twins.
Oh, so it was god awful.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like two of the worst teams in baseball going head to head.
That's why they were handing out free koozies. They're like, "Thank you for coming."
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had $5 beers up until the first pitch. So
and the Twins are doing that too before their home games, where they have I don't know if they call it happy hour or what they call it, but it's very discounted beers ahead of first pitch. This is a trend that I can get into.
Well, and maybe that's why I felt like this trip was better than a decade ago, is because of course I got 4 beers before the game even started, so that was my base going into it.
Okay.
You got to take advantage of those specials.
You got to get those deals. Where were your seats?
I don't know. We never sat in them.
Oh, I love that.
So it was.
I'm actually into that.
It was one of those. It's a day game. I think I spent I think it was about $8 a ticket.
Yeah, a few years ago, one of the games we went to when we went to visit you in Atlanta, we bought tickets somewhere in the outfit, so wherever. But we just walked. I mean, we were just doing laps around the stadium, find a good standing spot. Some of these newer ballparks, their standalone spots are like premium. If you can get it, like that's a good place to stand and have a beer and watch the game. But I love that. Love that a lot. So you saw the Nationals. I know you went to some of the monuments and whatnot in D.C. I'm sure you were able to get in on the White House and see what's going on there.
Not quite. Not quite.
There's
a lot of construction going on down that way.
They got a lot of stuff going on.
So it's kind of funny because there's a park north and south of the White House that normally you can go through, and like both those are completely like fenced off. So yeah, you can't really get within probably even a half a mile of the White House anymore.
Dang.
So even the spot outside the White House that you always see in the movies, like Forrest Gump, the famous spot, like right where you can see the front of it, like you can't get even within a third of a mile of that spot.
So the people who do work at the White House, is there a parking garage? Is there just a big old parking lot that they go out to every day? What's the deal there?
So that's my theory from walking by the parks is they have the construction workers are parking in the parks.
Oh.
Because I saw just the random cars like sitting through all of it, and I was kind of confused by it at first, and I was just like, some of these aren't like nice cars. This isn't like, hey, there's 30 black Escalades parked nose to tail. These are just like, there's a Honda Civic, there's an F-150, and I'm just like, I bet you those are like the construction guys that are building the UFC fight ring or whatever for the summer events.
So
the Octagon.
Let's talk about the Octagon briefly, because just throw all your politics aside, throw all that away. that they're doing this event on the White House lawn. Kind of cool. Kind of weird, but like kind of cool too. Like, can you imagine if, you know, they do like MLB games at the, you know, Field of Dreams site, or they do it at the Little League World Series site, and they've done one here in Omaha at the College World Series site. It's like pretty neat, pretty novel. Imagine doing a baseball game on the White House lawn. Like, that's essentially what's happening, and they're putting this pay-per-view, you know, for UFC on the White House lawn. Kind of cool. It's getting a lot of hate. I haven't seen the lineup. I don't think the lineup's going to be good because the UFC's really throwing out there. They're like, we're not making any money on this, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm conflicted on it. I think doing it on the White House lawn's a little tacky.
Yeah.
Like, just because, I mean, it's basically a monument.
Sure.
Like, if you put 100%. This out in front of the Lincoln Memorial or the, you know, Washington Monument, like, it would be considered like, you know, hey, this is faux pas. Like, so doing it on the White House kind of strikes me. But the one that I was excited about is they're going to do is it F1, the racing?
Yeah.
That takes over like downtown Las Vegas. Yep. They're going to do that in DC.
No way.
And that, I'm like, that's badass.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. So they're going to build it around so you get those like views of the cars racing and the monuments in the background. But it's kind of, I have to like go through those emotions of just like, well, why is that one better? And I think it's because it has a little bit more separation while still showing it off.
Right.
Where I feel like the UFC fight on the White House lawn, like, it's not going to be a regular crowd. Like, it's not going to be regular like that. It's going to be, you know, the people with political connections that can go in there.
It's exactly.
You know, I can't just show up there, you know, 8 beers deep and hey, I'm going to watch some UFC fighting. It's
good call. It's going to be a completely different crowd. But just the idea, like, imagine, you know, President Obama, he loves basketball, right? Imagine he had an NBA game on the White House lawn. Like, just, that's essentially the equivalent, but the Trump loves his UFC, so he's a big fan.
I don't know. I haven't thought about this in decades. Did you ever play the game Cruisin' USA?
Oh, yeah.
Used to be the arcade thing.
Cruisin', checkpoint.
So the end of that game, it ended in D.C., and you went up on the White House lawn, and I remember it was like Bill Clinton, like in a hot tub, with a couple of like bikini girls.
Didn't even remember that moment until you just brought it up.
So that was, like, I mean, that's got to be, you know, when you talk about seed to tree. I mean, that had to have been when the idea was born.
Yeah, that's incredible. I don't know. I'm torn on it. I think it's cool, just as an idea. Like, I think it's cool. I hope it is executed, you know, but. Oh, we'll see. I'm probably more into the hot dog eating contest on the 4th of July.
It's a popcorn event.
It is
because
a popcorn
it
event.
does feel like it's. I can't believe that. I mean, you just brought up the hot dog eating contest. I can't believe it. I mean, Joey Chestnut's going to be performing though. He's
on probation.
Yeah, he's on probation.
He's on probation.
And he's still going to participate.
He is going to participate. Yeah.
Joey Chestnut participating while under probation for America's 250th birthday. Like, that is a very American sentence.
Yeah. Just talking this out loud, I feel like this is probably one of the more patriotic moments in the history of America is Joey Chestnut on probation, competing for his, you know, citizenship, essentially. I mean, imagine.
I would say, do you think, you know, Trump will offer him a pardon?
He should. He should.
And I say this jokingly. I have no idea what the accusation or what he's even on probation for.
It was some kind of assault. Yeah.
Oh, well.
But I don't think it was like, and I'm saying this also without knowing all the facts. But
this could be an extremely poor taste.
This could be awful. But I don't think it was like a situation where he like beat up his girlfriend. I think he got into a bar fight or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So
all right.
I don't remember in the little bit
I've seen. The bar fight wasn't with his girlfriend, though.
I don't.
We do know that for a fact.
I don't believe so. Johnny could probably look this up. I just don't think that it was anything like so out of taste that it would be an issue. But the fact that he is, that he's still going to compete, and that's what's top of mind right now, is super important. I mean, don't you think? That's yep. All right. So thanks, Johnny. So he is, and he pled guilty to this. It's a misdemeanor battery after slapping a guy at a bar. So that's exactly what it was. So nothing that I would deem
sounds like a standard
damaging.
Us going out for watch the NFL draft type of a deal.
That's the thing. You watch the NFL draft, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's anything goes. What do you think of your Vikes draft this year?
Well, just they draft bigger players, and the rule of the jungle says the bigger player eats the smaller player.
Oh, is that
9 times out of 10?
What the hell? Why have the Chargers been?
Yeah,
if that's the rule. Hey,
I mean, it's a rule of the jungle.
Tell me what you think of this. Okay, 2 voluntary camps so far this offseason. Justin Herbert missed them both.
Is he holding out for more money? What's going on here?
I mean, he's one of the richest guys in the league. I don't know. The Chargers are at camp right now,
hanging out with the fiance,
and are they engaged?
I thought I had saw that.
I don't think they're engaged.
Oh, well.
If they were engaged, I'm sure you would have heard me talking about it. I don't think they're engaged. But he is with her. He's, where is he? He's in another part of the world. He's out of the country at a concert with her. And it's not her concert. They're just fans. I don't know what to make of this. I'm 100% behind him being happy. Let's just say that. And I also don't want him getting destroyed on the football field every week. But he's also got to show up to work, right? This is part of the deal.
But, I mean, you got to think, too. I mean, it's those counting stats that sometimes are important. And he's got to be about 3 kids behind Phillip Rivers, at a similar point in their careers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, he's way behind. if that's what works.
Yeah. Also, bolo ties. He's got to be at least probably 40 behind.
Yeah, he's 40 bolo ties behind. I forgot about the bolo tie. That was a big deal. Good old Phil Rivers. Man, so NFL draft, we did watch the draft 2nd year in a row. We've participated at the Hooters. That was fun. That's always a good time. Hooters gives you a great place to go and just watch ball, or guys getting picked to go play ball.
Yeah.
So shout out Hooters. Open some sponsorships there. That's just throw that out there. But since then though, I know you and I, we've been golfing a little bit. We just went golfing for your birthday. That was a lot of fun. How'd you think you did? I mean, that was your first time out this year?
That was my first time out this year, yeah.
How'd you feel?
Stiff. Yeah. The irons felt good. Putting felt great. Driver, not so much.
Not so much. That's kind of how I was too. I was like, man, the driver is going to be, it's always hit or miss with me, but it was going to be hit or miss even more so because I hadn't played. But we did actually have the advantage this time of the day ahead of playing 18. We were out just driving balls at a hole-in-one competition with our buddy Joe. So
and that's probably why the iron game felt so dialed in.
Yeah.
I probably got 100 strokes just off of the iron.
Yep. I was telling Joe, I'm like, man, yesterday I felt like I could place where that ball was going on that Saturday,
I'm just imagining Joe's reaction to that, because I don't think that he was probably very impressed.
No, he wasn't. And that's here's Joe. Here's if you ever want to know how Joe lives his life. If you're on his team, he's going to give you positivity and build you up. And in this case, I was on his team. It was Joe and I, versus you and Rob. And so as I'm talking about the day before, and I'm just, man, I felt dialed in with those irons. And then out here, it's a little different. And he's just like, oh, yeah. And he's building me up. And he's like, well, it's just a little different hitting off the mat, like we did yesterday. You're going to shoot better. So that's all it is, really. Now, had I been on your team and I said that exact same comment to him, he would have been murdering me. He would have just been like, well, no, you're just shitty at golf. You weren't dialed in. You didn't get any hole-in-ones. You,
Yeah.
and your shots are what they are today, just because you're just shitty at golf. Like that would have been that's Joe. That's just how he would have been.
Yeah, he's got this off-putting, like almost like a smirk laugh, just that he does. And so I feel like every time I'd make some sort of comment, I get that.
You get that. Yep. See, and I didn't get any of those.
I always felt very like it crushed me.
Yeah.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Amazon Health AI presents Painful Thoughts.
Why did I search the internet for answers to my cold sore problem? Now I'm stuck down a rabbit hole filled with images of alarmingly graphic sores in various stages of ooze. I can clear my search history, but I can never unsee that.
Don't go down the rabbit hole. Amazon Health AI gets you the right care fast. Healthcare just got less painful.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Introducing Taco Bell's new Jalapeno Citrus Salsa. With bright citrus, real red jalapenos, guajillo chiles. Usually, you add sauce to the food, but when the sauce is this good, the food is just there to get the sauce to your mouth. That rolled quesadilla, not a rolled quesadilla anymore. Now it's a sauce shovel. Taco Bell's Jalapeno Citrus Salsa. Get it with any item on the Cantina Chicken menu while it's here. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only. While supplies last. Contact store for availability.
Man, I didn't get any of those laughs, but that's because I was on his team.
Yeah.
He was building me up. He needed me to be focused.
This makes a ton of sense because, I don't know if you saw, but I did all that walking before I went to D.C. So when we golfed, my calves were swole.
Your calves been getting pretty big?
Oh, from all the walking.
So how big, if you had to compare calf size today versus 6 months ago, I memean, what do you think?
Oh, I think a good 30% increase.
30% increase?
Oh, yeah.
Just from walking?
Yeah. But Joe, I think I even pointed it out. I think I kind of, maybe flexed my calf at one point going up to drive the ball.
Yeah.
He didn't say anything.
Yeah. Were you wearing shorts?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And I brought it up in D.C. when I was on my trip, and then it seemed like they kind of dismissed it too. They were very dismissive.
What, did they have anything to say?
Well, they just kept comparing things that they saw. Like they'd see the Washington Monument, and they're just like, what's bigger, Eric's calves or the Washington Monument? And it's just like, well, that's an unfair comparison.
Yeah, that's not even legit. That's not even a thing. How could you possibly compare a monument, a real monument? How tall is that monument, you think?
Oh, it's. I feel like it's football field tall. I want to say
100 yards.
I want to say 800, 900 feet tall.
Wow, and you're comparing that to your calves. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
someday.
Yeah, someday. Obviously, if you've got a 30% growth off of 6 months, I mean, just imagine where you're going to be in a couple of years from now. So,
I mean, I've taken pretty much last month off, so I think they've gone down in size.
How come?
I mean, I didn't want the comparisons anymore.
Oh, wow. Getting in the brain.
Yeah.
Oh, you
expect support from friends, and
does that bother you when people take personal growth and spin it into some bits. Does that bother you?
Does that bother you?
Yeah, let's get into it.
I don't know that I've ever taken a step back and examined my emotions in this.
Yeah.
Is this a new segment?
Yeah, it's called Therapy with J.O., and this is where we're going to get into the real of it. When you have felt really good about yourself physically, emotionally, and you've put yourself out there to your closest friends that you're going on these trips with, and you've said to them, man, my calves are really, really feeling great right now because of all of this, XYZ. And then it's just a running gag.
Yeah.
I mean, how's that really make you feel?
Not good.
Yeah,
Not good.
I bet. Johnny, take notes, please. We want to make sure that we run all the bits we can. All right. Thank you.
What? Excuse me?
What was that?
Giant calves.
Giant calves. That's you. Who's got bigger calves? You or Cleveland?
Cleveland?
Yeah, they got the Cavaliers. They got the Cavs.
Yeah, get out of there.
What, they're like 7 feet tall.
No.
Whatever.
You think I can play ball?
I don't know. I know you can't play ball. We've played ball, which I was gonna ask you. You want to you ever feel like hitting up the Y for like some open gym or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. Never mind. We'll just act like I never asked you.
Well,
Johnny, actually delete that from the pod. Thank you.
I'm just afraid you'd invite your kid. I mean, I've heard about how he's kicking your ass now.
Oh, he's an animal. It's not even fair. Like, I've been walking a lot too, and I think that's helping my endurance because that's what kills me. Physically, I can go toe to toe for a bit, but the endurance part's what gets me because he's just he's a young teenager. He just goes. So if I build up my endurance again, I think I can compete. But oh my,
it's tough. I mean, a lot of the greats have run into that same problem. I remember reading Jordan when he turned 50, and he thought he could still put in a game in the NBA, but then he said he'd probably need about 5-6 days to recover.
Oh, geez.
Before he could play another one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're getting closer and closer to Jordan when you made that quote.
Is that why they call people weekend warriors? Because they need 5 days off.
I don't think so, but
oh yeah,
but I'm sure you could.
I could, yeah. If I could get 5 days of rest and recoup and rehab, and then hit it on the weekend, I could go.
Actually, that seems like a great why don't we get 5 days of rest for everything?
We should.
What's up with the 5-day work week? We should just work one day, take 5 off, and then work another day.
Think about how hard we'd work that one day.
It'd be like your podcast schedule.
What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean? What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean my podcast schedule?
You stay away from my calves.
Oh, Jesus. Johnny, make a note of this. What are you talking about my podcast schedule? I'm going and going right now. I am exhausted from this work schedule that I've created for myself, which is wake up, I sleep in a little bit, wake up, I drink some coffee, take a little nap.
Right after the coffee.
Right after the coffee. Then I get up, get a Monster, have some lunch, okay? Work a little bit, see what's going on online. Is there anything going on online I need to know about?
But you call scrolling working?
Oh yeah, that's a lot of what I do now. I'm working. And then, if I've got a guest booked, we gotta talk about it. And if not, I gotta think about who I'm gonna get. So it's tough out here being a pimp. And then I gotta go pick up the kids from school, but school's almost out, so I guess I'll take that out. It's busy, man. It's busy life. Just staring at me like, okay, sir. Without the sir part. So when you're in one of my recent episodes, I was talking about karaoke. Tell me what your thoughts are on this. Is it just karaoke if you're in the bar doing the activity, or is singing in the car karaoke? If I'm just jamming to songs and singing at my place, is that karaoke? What's karaoke?
That's an interesting question. Because my first instinct would be that it has to be in the bar.
Right. As the activity.
But then when you mentioned being in the car, Well, I mean, you could be forcing people who don't want to hear you sing to hear you sing,
Correct.
which would be exactly what's happening to you at a bar.
Exact same thing.
So I feel like it kind of depends on the crowd amount. I would propose that you need to have 3 other people in the car in order to call it karaoke.
So that means at the bar, you've got to have at least 3 other people.
I see at the bar, I think you can get by with it because that DJ, like, bless their souls for signing up, but
they're getting paid.
Yeah, that's probably the most intimidating judge out of all of them.
That's funny. That is one of the things. Doesn't matter how many people are in the bar at a karaoke stop. You know the DJ is getting paid. I don't know if anybody else is, but the DJ is getting paid.
All right, so maybe I'll revise this. The 2 toughest judges are the DJ and like a 14-year-old girl.
Oh, yeah.
So I think if you've got either one of those in your car, then I think that you could call it karaoke.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you need at least 3 people in the car.
I've got a 13-year-old one, and she's the biggest bully in my life. So I totally get it. Let me tell you. So I was taking her, I had to pick her up from school and then take her to the high school for an audition. And, we're talking maybe 15-minute, like time in the car, like actual time in the car.
Yeah.
I was playing Beastie Boys because I thought Beastie Boys would be a nice, just little background, like good jams, nothing. And she almost immediately was like, Dad, I do not like the Beastie Boys. I'm like, so am I just supposed to stop playing the Beastie Boys? It's my car. Like, what do you want me to do here?
Where'd you start with it?
Like song-wise?
Yeah.
I will look it up right now. The Paul Revere, I think.
And while entirely confident,
that's kind of a deep cut. I mean, I almost feel like Beastie Boys is one of those that you got to start with a "Fight for Your Right."
Oh, okay. So you go with because here's
you got to do "Fight for Your Right," and then maybe Brass Monkey, and then maybe you can get into Paul Revere.
So I will say, when I'm listening to an artist, unless they have something new, because then I'll want to listen to the new stuff. If they don't have anything new, and the Beasties certainly don't,
Mike D he's got a new song.
He's got with his kids, right?
I don't know if it's with his kids, but I know that I've seen it come up in my playlist.
So my thing is, I've been trying to stay away from, the bangers, like the singles, and just try to hit the other songs from the album and just play them. And it's just kind of some good background, some background beats. And the Beasties turns out perfect for that. Just been incredible. So I've been trying to incorporate the Beastie Boys into my daily routine in that world and not playing Brass Monkey and Intergalactic, all that stuff, and just playing the songs from the albums. And that's where she's just yeah, I don't think so. So maybe to your point, my miss was I didn't start with the hits.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, what are your thoughts on the Beastie Boys?
As soon as I said Brass Monkey, I realized my mistake because I just associate that song with drunk college parties.
Because that's what we played. That's our buddy Mike played that often during those parties.
Yeah, so maybe you stick with Intergalactic or
Well, we didn't really get a clear definition on the karaoke thing, but with that being said, when you are singing songs, when you're driving in the car, are you a sing in the car guy?
100%.
Okay. So what era of songs, what style of song are you playing and listening to? Is it the songs that you like that you're just whatever you're listening to? Or is there a style or an era that you're when I'm singing, these are it?
So let's say I'm solo in the car.
Okay.
I'm probably doing 90s alternative.
Okay.
And I'm mumbling my way through, all the classic.
So Everclear, Eve 6.
Yep. Nirvana. Pearl Jam. All, those I'm singing along. If I got other people around me, though, I think my go-to is kind of that classic rock, 70s. Because you get a lot more vocal variety. And I kind of pride myself on forcing people to listen to me imitate the high notes.
So 70s over 80s?
I'm more partial, I think, to the 70s with the, like Eagles and kind of that era.
Okay.
80s is, I mean, they're both classics for a reason.
Hotel California right now, go.
No.
Okay.
This isn't River Phone-a-thon back in the day.
Hey, speaking of them, if you are a fan or listener in the Omaha metro area and a fan of 89.7 The River, they actually need your help because have you seen this?
No.
So the government has taken away a lot of the funding that public radio stations have received. The River is going to be a station that's hit by this.
Really?
And yes. So they always do their twice-a-year fundraising, but now they need it even more because they need the money that was generally being submitted from the government for public broadcasting. So they need your help. So
if the money from that went towards the UFC fight, that's going to tilt me.
I know. As we're talking, I could see it on your face. Like, that's not a good deal. Yeah. But I had just seen today they put together this video package asking for extra support, for their upcoming fundraiser. And in multiple ways you could fundraise or to help them out. But what a terrible deal.
Yeah.
So what a terrible deal.
Just I think back to us going to school for that and a lot of our friends that went there. And I mean, the big draw for it was it was a, big boys and girls, radio station, like 100,000 watts.
It was a big deal.
Like it wasn't, not to put down other programs, that might have offered it, but they didn't have the reach, the scale, the scope of that. Yep. It was a very professional environment.
It was a professional environment. It was ran as such. It had quality talent. It had quality managers, running it, supervising it. And then at the end of the day, it was a school. So we were all being educated. We were all doing classwork. And then the boss, the quote bosses were the teachers. Yep. So then they had their job of that too. And prepare us for what's after, while running their business because it's a business. And then
had salespeople as part of the faculty.
Yes. I mean, so this is, that's what you need to realize if you didn't know. It's not just some radio station that has like a student program. It's literally a college running a radio station that's big boy jobs. So to your point, yeah, this sucks.
It'd be really great if, Hooters used that free advertising we gave them early in the show and just, directed that money directly to the River. Well, maybe not all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, your head snapped up when I said all of it.
Yeah.
So maybe like 30% to the River,
right,
and then 70% to keep Jeremy sleeping well at 9 a.m. in the morning.
It's negotiable. All that's negotiable, but we can.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step forward on that one. I should have let you lead the negotiation.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we certainly can negotiate anything related to that, but to your point, Hooters should be reaching out and doing what they can to help the River separately from the money they're giving us. Yeah, here. So that's a good point. But I wanted to bring that up because I did see that today, and I thought that was a crazy deal. That they're being hit by that. That's gonna be tough. And they bring in these concerts, like that's what people don't realize. Like when the River does like their concert series and they've got some a few big shows throughout the year. Sometimes, a lot of times, those shows they're counting on it's a gamble. I mean, they're counting on people to show up for those shows, and that's going to help pay for some things. So, anyways,
all right. So this will be my last DC story. I tell you.
Oh.
So we went to a brewery in DC.
So wait, so were we done ranting about the River? Are we over it?
Well, I was segueing. That's called a segue.
Okay, go ahead.
In the industry.
My bad. I'm new.
I mean, we could definitely go back and have Johnny add some conversation, before this.
He could mix it up.
At the River, I learned how to make edits in audio.
See, again,
seamless transitions.
That's the things they're teaching you there, and that's, you can't get that anywhere.
Yeah. So we went to this brewery. And, there's a bar, like this large bar, like in the middle of it. And so we went up, we ordered a beer, and we went around the corner. And there was a whole bunch of people in there, like getting ready to play bingo.
Oh, yeah.
And they were just like, oh, we're doing a fundraiser. And we're just like, oh, well, I mean, we're in DC, whatever. Like, we'll participate in the fundraiser and we'll play bingo.
Are you sitting at the bar?
Yeah, so I mean, they had kind of like a separate like bar area, so there were like tables and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But the bar was like in the middle of
Gotcha.
it. So,
Circle bar?
A peninsula bar.
A peninsula bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bar was the separator between the two rooms.
Okay.
So we sit down, and the hosts come out, and it's these guys that were like dressed in drag, and they were announcing the bingo stuff. And so apparently, like, what they did was, if you won the bingo, they would pull you up on stage and make you do something embarrassing, or you could pay them $20 and pick somebody else to do something embarrassing. So the first game, like, people were super excited. Like, everybody's like playing to win.
Yeah.
You know, this lady like is like, I won. And so they bring her up there. They're like, you got to sing I'm a Little Teapot.
Wait, she won, and then she has to sing Little Teapot? Well, she wants to give that to somebody else.
Yeah, but they didn't really explain it well the first time, so she just went ahead and did
it. Winners or losers in this game.
Then they did like a raffle for like one, because they had these gift bags up the front, which is what you would think they would give you as you like won.
Dildos.
I did not see, nobody around us won a gift bag, so I can neither confirm or deny that.
So that's pure speculation. Okay.
Yeah. So the second round comes in. One of the people in my group that went to DC, she won the second one. And so she paid $20, and I had to go up there.
Oh, no.
And they're like, you know, are you familiar with the song? And I think the song was like Cover Girl or something like that.
You don't know that song.
And I was just like, no, I don't know that song.
You should have said Play Hot to Go.
And they were like, do you want to pay $20 for somebody else to go? Or do you want to, you know, take it like a man?
Yeah.
And it was kind of, it almost felt like Back to the Future. Like, did you call me chicken?
Yeah. McFly.
So they were like lip sync and, you know, dance for 30 seconds.
Right.
So I did.
So you did it?
And yeah, probably looked like a moron.
Holy cow.
But then, so they still had like 3 more rounds of bingo. But now that everybody knew what was going on, like nobody wanted to, like, I feel like people were kind of holding back. Like they weren't excited to get the bingo because who wants to go up there and either pay $20 or be publicly embarrassed?
To win, you will spend $20 or you will be embarrassed. I mean, that's crazy. But you said it was a fundraiser?
Yeah, it was a fundraiser.
Okay.
So we get all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Nobody else in my group, you know, won. We didn't have to be embarrassed any further.
They didn't win. They just weren't raising their hands.
So we went and sat up at the bar, and there was, I think that was the night that the Timberwolves were playing the Spurs. So we're watching that. The guys that were running it came by, and, you know, they were like, hey, thanks for supporting us. It turns out they were guys in a band. It was a fundraiser for a band.
You just needed money to go tour.
It's like, you're sitting there like, well, maybe it's for like a library, or maybe it's, you know, for this like public outreach thing, or, you know, I don't know what's going on here. No, it was just a fundraiser for a band.
What kind of operation did they
They're
run
probably just
there?
like looking for another amp or something. Like
DC, man.
Yeah.
They're just in it for themselves. I thought the swamp was drained. Like what?
Yeah, I guess that is, you know, maybe that was what they were in training for, was just, how do you get donations for nothing? Just for you.
That's wild. I had actually, just this last week, a drag situation myself. I was, so it's just interesting that you brought this up because my daughter, she's about to go to high school and she made the show choir. So we had this like parent show choir meeting.
Okay.
And we're at the show choir meeting, and they've got different things, events, whatever, that parents should volunteer for to help. One of the things was Dragon Dads. And I'm like, well, that sounds pretty forward thinking. I'm shocked. I haven't even heard about this. Like people complaining, parents complaining about the high school having a drag show or whatever it was. The Dragon Dads. And I'm like, well, I'm willing to do it to raise some money. Like, I'll whatever. Like, I'll dance, right? So I'm like,
you're dancing.
I'll dance even. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm willing to volunteer for this thing. It turns out, so their mascot,
too many applicants?
They had no. The mascot is Dragon. Dragon dads. It's just the dads that build the set pieces and build it and put it together for their performances.
That's still pretty badass. I'd build a dragon.
Well, here I am volunteering to build stuff. I'm not good at building things. I thought I was doing a drag show, but here we are.
That should have been the giveaway. I don't have a lot of experience with people wearing drag, but like these dudes had like full beards.
That should have been it. Yeah.
I guess I always thought the point was to look like a lady. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't
Again,
know.
this is much like the Joey Chestnut thing. I'm not trying to draw offense. If it's offense, it's through ignorance. It's not intentional.
You're stepping away from it. That's funny. Oh man. Well, Friday happy hour, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good way to start the weekend. What you got anything going on this weekend?
I think so hopefully it's going to be nice on Monday. I'm hoping to get some pool time in.
Oh yeah. Oh, Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
See,
okay.
you've forgotten what normal holidays are. This is a 3-day weekend for us normals.
Well, I'm recording. I have an appointment on Monday. I'm recording an episode.
You ain't doing shit for 5 days.
In fact,
5 days.
In fact,
if the next show comes out next Wednesday, the Wednesday after Memorial Day, just know that I was right.
Damn it. I just want to say that the secretary for the person that I've booked to record the episode Friday emailed me today to confirm, well, Monday's Memorial Day and you had that date open. Are you like, we're good? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. We're good. I didn't expect to be in a pool. I mean, and frankly, you didn't invite me. So I don't know that if I'm even getting in a pool on a Monday, but I do know on Memorial Day, I have an appointment and we're recording this podcast. We go, there's no holidays here. Like we're just going. We're grinding here at Laugh With Me Industries. You know, I feel like Kramer right now. We're just, it's like a made up industry, but I'm working.
What is it you would say you do here?
What exactly do you do here?
Hit that intro, go! Laugh with me when the rent's past due and the car won't start. Laugh with me when the only sponsor is my broken heart. We're hanging on this janky stream. Two weird voices in the glow of a screen. If the world won't sing, then let it laugh with me.
This is Sophia Donner from OK Storytime. This summer, find your next obsession on Prime Video. And listen, we're not saying you need another obsession, but there could be a lot worse ones. Steamy romance, addictive love stories, and the book-to-screen favorites you've already read twice, so why not watch them a third time? Off Campus, Elle, The Love Hypothesis, and more. Slow burns, second chances, chemistry you can feel through the screen, and it makes you wish you were actually in that movie. We've got binge-worthy series, can't-miss movies, perfect for when you're ignoring your own problems or procrastinating, as one does. Your next obsession is waiting. Watch only on Prime.
If you work in university maintenance, Granger considers you an MVP because your playbook ensures your arena is always ready for tip-off. And Granger is your trusted partner, offering the products you need all in one place, from HVAC and plumbing supplies to lighting and more. And all delivered with plenty of time left on the clock, so your team always gets the win. Call 1-800-GRANGER, visit Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
When Kohler, global design leader in luxurious kitchen and bath products, asked me to be their ambassador for timeless, elegant, durable cast iron, I said, I'm in. Soon after, I was in their Kohler, Wisconsin foundry, watching molten iron poured, enamel applied by hand, and the beautiful finished pieces ready to ship. Since 1883, Kohler cast iron has been crafted by incredible artisans, and seeing it firsthand gave me a whole new appreciation for their craftsmanship. Now, I'm proud to lend my stamp of approval to my favorite Kohler cast iron products for their durability, beauty, and enduring style. Shop my curated picks at Kohler.com. As the Kohler Cast Iron Ambassador, I say, long live cast iron.
Now streaming on Paramount Plus, the acclaimed series from executive producer Lena Waithe reaches its final chapter, The Chi. For 7 seasons, these stories, these streets, this community have stayed with us. Now it all leads to this. As friendships are tested, families evolve, and secrets refuse to stay buried. One thing is certain, The Chi is more than just a series. It's a legacy. Don't miss the final season of The Chi. Now streaming on the Paramount Plus Premium plan.